What's the worst thing a step-parent has done to you? My stepmom Linda convinced my dad I was on drugs. It started when I got a full-ride scholarship to art school that she wanted my half-brother Jake to have instead. She planted empty pill bottles in my backpack first, called my dad crying about finding them while doing laundry. I tried explaining they weren't mine, but she had photos as evidence. My dad looked disappointed, but said we'd work through it together. Then weird things started happening to my body. I'd feel exhausted during the day, falling asleep in classes I actually loved. My eyes were constantly red and watery. I looked exactly like someone using drugs. Linda was so concerned. She'd bring me water and snacks, always checking if I felt okay. Honey, you look so tired. Are you sure you're not experimenting with anything? My dad grounded me and threatened to call the cops if I didn't get clean. He made me pee in a cup twice a week. Somehow those tests kept coming back positive for marijuana, even though I'd never touched the stuff. Linda offered to help by driving me to Narcotics Anonymous meetings. She'd drop me off at community centers, but when I'd go inside, the rooms were always empty, no meetings scheduled. I started getting suspicious when other weird things happened. My water bottle always tasted slightly off after Linda touched it. I'd find crushed up white powder residue on my desk some mornings. One day I found an eye drop bottle hidden in her purse while looking for gum. That's when everything clicked. I researched online and discovered that putting eye drops in someone's food makes them extremely drowsy and sick. I decided to set up a trap. I secretly recorded her next setup attempt using my phone hidden behind some books on the kitchen counter. The footage was absolutely insane. Linda was literally crushing up Benadryl tablets to put in my dinner, rehearsing her shocked reaction in the bathroom mirror. "Oh my god, honey, look what I found in his room again! More pills! This is getting so much worse!" She practiced looking devastated and concerned, even fake crying on command. She had this whole performance planned out. When I showed my dad the video, Linda immediately tried claiming I doctored it using computer software. "He's manipulating you. Drug addicts lie about everything. They're really good at making fake evidence." She kept insisting I was just trying to avoid consequences for my addiction. She brought up every time I'd seem tired or unfocused as proof. But then my dad started investigating on his own. He found her secret stash hidden in the garage, empty prescription bottles she'd been collecting from elderly neighbors, multiple bottles of eye drops, even a fake positive drug test kit she'd ordered online with my name already filled in. "You tried to destroy my son," he said quietly. That's when she completely snapped and showed her true colors. She screamed that Jake deserved that scholarship more than some weird art kid who draws pictures all day. She said I was wasting my potential and that Jake actually needed college for his future. She admitted she'd been drugging my food for months, making me fail tests and look like a drug user. She wanted the school to revoke my scholarship and give it to Jake instead. My dad filed for divorce papers the very next day. During the proceedings, we discovered she'd done this exact same thing to her ex-husband's daughter too. Destroyed that girl's relationship with her father using the same fake drug accusations. Jake actually apologized to me later. Turns out he never even wanted to go to art school. He was planning to study engineering at state school. Linda had been pressuring him to apply for my scholarship behind his back. The whole thing was devastating for our family. My dad felt guilty for months, constantly apologizing for not believing me sooner. He started going to therapy to deal with how Linda had manipulated him. I almost lost my scholarship because of the fake drug accusations. The school had started an investigation after Linda called them pretending to be a concerned parent, reporting my supposed drug use. I had to provide medical records and take multiple supervised drug tests to prove my innocence. The worst part was how Linda had been documenting everything. She kept a journal of all my suspicious behavior, times when I was tired from her drugging me, occasions when I seemed out of it during family dinners. She was building a case against me for months. My relationship with Jake got really complicated too. Even though he apologized, there was this weird tension knowing his mom had tried to destroy my life for his benefit. He ended up moving in with his dad full-time because he couldn't handle being around Linda's manipulation anymore. Linda tried to get alimony during the divorce, claiming she'd been a devoted stepmother who was just trying to help a troubled teen. Thankfully, the video evidence and her confession about the drugging killed any sympathy the judge might have had. The craziest part? After everything came out, 3 other families from Linda's past contacted my dad. She had a pattern of targeting stepchildren who had something her biological kids wanted: scholarships, inheritance money, even just their parents' attention. She was basically a professional family destroyer.